Hey guys, JF here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. And today we're going to be going over, I guess, some leaks. A guy on Twitter by the name of Anthony Scott actually sent me a image of all of the score streaks that are supposed to be in Call of Duty World War II, as they were, I guess, data mined out of the PC beta. There's been a lot of leaks going around. I guess there was a lot of information in the PC beta. After kind of playing it and whatnot, and seeing all these leaks coming out, I kind of wish that they didn't have it, because it is spoiling a lot to come. No Zombies has essentially been completely spoiled for all the stuff that may or may not be in it. I think Michael Condrey has come out on Twitter and said that a good chunk of stuff that was, not a good chunk, but some stuff that was in all that information that was leaked on, I think, the Call of Duty World War II subreddit about zombie stuff. There's some of the stuff that might not actually appear in the game, and that it's still just a rough beta type stuff they're still working through. But I want to go ahead and cover this today, because this is one of the things that does interest me a lot when it comes to Call of Duty. The score streaks slash kill streaks, they really matter to me, as in, if they didn't exist in the game, it'd be like, in my opinion, most other first-person shooters, just run and gun and whatever strategy that comes into play within the game. But score streaks actually can bring in a little bit more fun, a little bit more entertainment, and it's just pretty cool when you actually can get on a streak, drop a score streak, and just like amass kills or have a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and list off all of the score streaks in this image, and then we're going to talk about the last one that is on the list, being the one you probably see in the title of this video. But so the first one we're starting off with is the Advanced Recon Aircraft. So I kind of figured that that was going to be one of the streaks if you watch my streams. We found that if you stack up 3 UAVs at the same time, you essentially get an Advanced Recon Aircraft. Now, I was hoping that this would be more like the Blackbird, because in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, we had the Advanced UAV, which basically just pulsated. It was like a UAV, but just a little bit better. It wasn't like the Blackbird. It was completely different. I'm hoping that it's more like the Blackbird, but we'll find out when the game comes out to play. Next, we have the Carpet Bombing. That's been in a lot of the CODs lately, Stealth Bomber, things of that nature. Care Package, that's pretty much standard. Counter Recon Aircraft, essentially Counter UAV, that's the standard. Supposedly, this says we're getting Attack Dogs. And I know a lot of people want to see Attack Dogs return, and we've always enjoyed it in like the Treyarch games. We got Raps in Black Ops 3. Kind of wish we would have had Attack Dogs instead, because I think Raps kind of helped crash the game sometimes, at least from my experience in Ground War. So hopefully that we don't have that issue with that, being Attack Dogs are coming back. This also says we have the Emergency Airdrop, something we had in MW2 and then a modified version in MW3, and I actually like the Emergency Airdrop. It was one of those things that you could help boost your leveling up quicker if you just gave all your teammates the packages, and if you got one good one, just take it and run with it. Fighter Pilot, we saw that in the beta. Firebombing Run, which, if it's anything like the Black Ops 1 Napalm Strike, I'm going to be happy, because I actually enjoyed that. You could cut off flank paths just for a couple seconds or get a lot of kills. I think there's an infamous video on YouTube from Black Ops 1 about a guy laying down a Napalm Strike getting 34 kills with it just because the spawns went insane at the time. That was kind of funny to watch, but they ended up fixing it. Flak Guns, I don't know if that was the Artillery Barrage, because there is another streak on here that is Artillery Barrage, so I really don't know what Flak Guns are, unless it involves you getting up in a plane and controlling something. We have the Flamethrower, we saw that in the beta. We've got the Glide Bomb, we saw that in the beta. Essentially, it was just a Predator missile. The Artillery Barrage, we saw that in the beta, which, again, makes me question what the Flak Guns are. Then we have Molotov Cocktails, the Mortar Strike, which we saw in the beta. Paratroopers, we saw that in the beta as well. I kind of felt like they were underwhelmed. I hope that if this list is correct and we're getting Attack Dogs, they seriously need to buff the Paratroopers, because I called in a couple even after they supposedly buffed them during one of the betas. I still called them in and they got 0 kills and were all wiped in the blink of an eye. You shouldn't be able to shoot them out of the air. That's one thing for sure if you're going to buff them, but maybe Paratroopers will be before Attack Dogs are on the same level. We'll find out. The Ball Turret Gunner. I remember seeing leaked footage sometime around Gamescom or something, and it was all over Twitter and the Call of Duty subreddit, and I haven't seen it since, so I think they may have successfully pulled it. But essentially, it was like a Black Ops 1 chopper gunner. You fly around the map and just constantly shoot down at the ground. So that's fun, and I'm glad that's coming. Then we have the Recon Aircraft, which is the UAV. But the big one I wanted to talk about, and I went to do a little quick Wikipedia search on this right quick, the V2 rocket. So by looking this up on Wikipedia, the V2 rocket was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile that at the very tip of it had a warhead placement. So essentially, I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be the nuke streak of Call of Duty World War II. Now, all of these, in a sense, have been listed, and there's 18 total. So I'm thinking that maybe it's going to be falling in line with MW2, the way you could actually chain them, or you didn't have to hit the kind of like hidden streak, quote, quote, like MW3 with the Moab kicked in. You got it after you hit X amount of kills. This could be set up in a way that they may chain, because as I'm looking at the list, it looks like there's a lot of kill streaks that are like MW2 combined with Black Ops 1. And like I said, don't take this entire list to heart. For all we know, most of the stuff out in here is false. Ball turret gunner is not false though, so you can look forward to that. But there are a couple things in here that may or may not be, so just keep that in mind. But if this list is correct, it looks like we're getting a combination of Black Ops 1 and MW2 streaks, which makes me very happy, because when it comes to kill streaks, I really do believe that those two games had some of the top tiers. Black Ops 2 had quite a bit, and I'm never going to get over the fact that we haven't seen the Specialist Strike package return in the way it was in MW3, because Ghost murdered that type of kill streak, and that made me sad, because they destroyed perks, broke them down to the most basic form, and then you could only have 3 extra going into Specialist. That made me sad. I really wish it would come back in the way it was in MW3, because I ran Specialist for the first 9 months exclusively before I switched over to Assault for like the last 3 months of the game's lifespan. So maybe that snuck in there too. I hope it is. But this has essentially been the list of kill streaks that are going to be, hopefully, are going to be in Call of Duty World War II. Like I said, they were pulled from, I guess, the PC data file. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you happy that if the V2 rocket is this game's nuke, are you happy that it's coming back? Because there's always a subset of people who are happy. I'm the one who like having the nuke in the game, having something that's very difficult to achieve and trying to pull it off. But then there are certain sets of people who don't like it being in the game, because it can modify different game modes, playstyles, because people will try to camp more to try to get the streak, and becomes a problem. And sometimes I've encountered that as well when I'm trying to win and I have a couple people on my team who are just hell-bent on getting a nuke or a Moab, and we end up losing. Even when like I'm not completely focused on a nuke or Moab, I just want to win the game, you have the one teammate who might be like 9-0 after 11 minutes in domination, who refuses to go anywhere near an objective, tries to go anywhere out into the map itself, and is literally trying to go from corner to corner high just to get the streak, and in the end doesn't get it anyway. So let me know what you think about this list down in the comment section below. In my opinion, streaks can make or break a Call of Duty, because I really do love my streaks. So I guess we'll find out when the game is released how many of these are true and how many of them might be false. But until then, thank you guys for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed what you see, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. But nevertheless, I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Till then, peace out.